This is going to take some getting used to. So I got a line on a great opportunity at a really new up-and-coming company here in the Philippines, and I decided to go for the interview today, and it was a really good experience. Pretty easy as far as interviews go, at least US-based interviews go, and it took all day. Not that there was any issue with the facilitation of the testing and the assessments and the interviewing. They had a lot of applicants, and they had, limited systems, and there was a bit of waiting. Most of the testing was concise. The Versant stuff, English, it's really like, 7th grade for, a native English speaker, but I can see how Filipinos would be challenged with it. I could hear people, working with a test next to me, and, my heart went out to them a little bit. They struggle with English as a second language to some degree. Some are really great. It's amazing. But all in all, a good experience. It's actually the first time I've interviewed for a position like this in the Philippines. I was always working for a company that was BPO based that would send me here to get the job done. And I'm here to look at a condo today, and it's super convenient. One of the things I always said I loved about living and working in Eastwood was how convenient it was. There's the office building right by the mall. There's the condo. I'm thinking about renting it. Super convenient. On average, Filipino spends about 3 to 4 hours commuting each day just to go to work. 3 to 4 hours. Alright, it's rush hour on the MRT, and it ain't no joke, man. Wait till you see this train is packed like a frickin' sardine can. It literally defies imagination, and this is what people do every friggin' day here on their way to and from work. They can't even get the door closed. They're packed up so tight in there, man. It's like that Star Trek episode. Remember Planet where there was no room? Anyway. I can barely lift my arm to shoot video on the camera. It's like a rugby scrum to get on this thing, man. It's literally pushing it. It's crazy. So BGC, this is the new pad. It's looking pretty sweet. I'm stoked. It's urban, no doubt, but I feel that change can be a good thing. I always try to embrace change, especially if it's change that you've worked towards, that you've been pushing for, that will bring you to a different point in life. So hopefully I'll create better problems for myself here. Sometimes things come together, and they come together really fast. I've been pushing hard for a couple of weeks to get this work permit stuff going here in the Philippines, and finally got all the paperwork submitted for that. Looks like it's going through. Tonight they've asked me to come down and sign the actual annual contract for work, which basically means once they do that, I'll have my start date next week. I'll be paying taxes here in the Philippines, the whole 9 yards. So I had to get myself resituated, and luckily, it's about, like Ty Lopez says, who you know. You gotta get those introductions. You gotta make it happen in person, the networking. And I found this condo spot here, right in BGC, literally right across the street from where I'll be working. And it's a fantastically new building, great amenities, awesome gym. It's not cheap, but not having to go through a realtor, I got an amazing price on it. Hopefully this will be creating a better problem for myself and not financial one. Like I said, you got to take those risks, man. pesos in a taxi to get from uptown BGC over to McKinley Hills, also into Taguig near BGC, where I will head from here, the Venice Grand Canal Mall. Behind it is the Science Hub buildings where the corporate offices are located. I will go there tonight to complete the final step in this incredibly long process of onboarding for Philippines-based work. Tonight, I signed the annual contract. Just hoping for the best. Catching the MRT here in Makati. I'm going north. It's cheap and quick. So amazingly, everything worked out, and it's been one series of incidents after another where things just sort of pile into working out and then, you know, onward. So this is the new condo. It's pretty big. It's they call it like a studio extended or something, and I like it. You know, it's super urban. You know, it's got all the amenities: the pool, the gym, the yoga room, the blah blah blah, all that stuff. It's partially furnished, which I kind of like. It has this door that closes off sleeping area. But a lot of them do, but usually they're not as heavy duty as this. They're usually just like glass doors, you know. And happy to have a regular size fridge again. And actually, for the Philippines, that's regular size. For the U.S., that's still a mini. For me, that's gigantic. And sweet bathroom with a hot shower, baby. Hot showers, you know, take them for granted. Living in the province and all. I mean, heck, I love taking cold showers, especially when it's hot out. So this is the new pad. Uptown BGC, baby. So the buildings are pretty sharp here. Looks cool with the sunset there. So, you know, BGC, it's an upscale area. I mean, they call this Uptown Center, Uptown BGC. I just noticed the security guy at the building where I'm now leasing a condo because of work. The guy has like an AR-15 assault rifle. I mean, it's amazing what privilege money can buy. I mean, it's not like it's, you know, ridiculously expensive. I couldn't live in a spot like this at the cost that I'm paying, the ridiculously small cost compared to U.S. standards. To live in the center of a major city in a high-end high-rise, dudes guarding your spot with, you know, assault rifles, you would pay ridiculous sums of money. And it's just not like that here, man. You can live really well for pretty cheap. Not that it's, you know, inexpensive. It's just that when you do the comparison, it's really cheap. So I'm gonna have to get used to this again. The My Health Clinic in the Venice Mall, of all places, was where I had to go to get my physical for work. Quite honestly, it wasn't too bad. It took about an hour, and it's starting to get crowded now. I will have to say one thing about the whole My Health Clinic experience. Because it wasn't specified on my medical sheet, they allowed me to waive the genital exam and the stool sample. So that is a huge plus for My Health Clinic. According to this infographic sign, 1 in 8 Filipinos has hepatitis B. So one of the few vaccines that I did get when I first came to the Philippines in 2012, because it was work related, was the, oh boy, the Twinrex, I think they call it. A double vaccine for both hepatitis. Anyway, whatever. Hepatitis B is apparently an issue here in the Philippines.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more. It's Manila, baby.